Happy Monday, everyone, and welcome to Meals in Minutes on Mondays with me, Rebecca, from the JeanEllen Home and Lifestyle Collection. Today, I'm going to do some grilled shrimp kebabs. As you can see, I have some kebabs already pre-made. I've let them kind of sit for a couple hours in some ginger habanero mango marinade. You can do it with chicken, you can do it with shrimp, you can do it with steak, you can do it with maybe diced turkey breast, whatever is your preference. Or if you don't want any protein, you just want all vegetables, you can do that as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and I'm gonna show you how to just kind of get it going. It's something really quick that you can do on Mondays or really any day. And we have our handy dandy smokeless grill. If you don't want to go outside, or if it's too chilly, or if you're like me, you're not that great at grilling, so you don't want to take a chance and mess it up. I'm going to go ahead and set it on there like that. And I started about 6:15. Also, if it's too much as far as vegetable wise, you can take some off. I took some off to add more shrimp. And even if they fall apart, it's okay, because I mean, it's basically the same thing as if you went to hibachi. All you're doing is going to put it back together and just eat it that way. If you want, you can take some of your extra marinade and put it on top. I'm wearing gloves because I am allergic to raw shrimp. Something happens to my fingers when I touch raw shrimp, but I'm not allergic to seafood at all. So just FYI. And because it can get messy, if you're like me, you don't really like your hands dirty too much, but you know, just a little note. And then I'm just gonna add the loose pieces that were in the marinade just to the griddle, just for extra lanyap. And then I have the rest of my shrimp here in this bowl that I'm gonna go ahead and put into the marinade. And with shrimp, they don't take very long to cook. Maybe about, I don't know, 5 minutes, if that long. Just depending on your preference, if you like them well done. But you don't want them overdone, that's for sure, because nobody likes gummy shrimp. So we're gonna let those sit for a while, and then we'll just kind of rotate them as we go. This is typically a 10 to maybe 15 to 20 minute meal that you can fix up. If you want to add some additional seasoning, you can. I'm going to add some, let's see what I got. I have some onion powder, some garlic powder, and a little bit of Himalayan sea salt, or natural sea salt. I have Himalayan sea salt. But just a little bit, just for a little extra flavor. The marinade already has a little bit of spice from the habanero in it, but additional to spice, you want flavor, because just having hot food and it tastes like nothing is a bad deal. All right, and of course we're gonna put a little dash of Tony's just for a little bit of kick. And we'll go ahead and toss these up. I'm hoping this Tony's don't make me start sneezing. I need someone to create smell-o-vision. It would seem like in 2020, with all of this stuff that we have that the Jetsons had in the 90s, it seemed like in 2020 we would have smell-o-vision, but we don't. So someone needs to create that. So let's let that sit for a little bit. Let's turn this a little. And as you can see, some of the shrimp is already starting to brown, which is good. Try to turn it without it all falling apart on me. There we go. Now with the smokeless grill, like I said, you can do it inside your house or your apartment or wherever. It's much easier. It's a little bit of a task to clean, but it's so much handier, especially when it's the wintertime like it is now. It's cold out, it's snowing. You want that same grill or smoke type sensation, but it's not the massiveness of having to go get a propane tank or go and get charcoal. So I enjoy it. I've had it for about maybe a year or so now. And I've cooked fish, chicken, I've done pancakes, now kebabs. We're gonna move some of this over a little bit so we can start adding a little bit of the sauce and a little bit of the shrimp. I'll move this out of the way so you can see. All right. For space and for time, I have it on 450, in which that's the highest temp it can go, but because you're dealing with seafood, you want to make sure it's thoroughly cooked. And since the sauce is seasoned, or marinated seasoned, when I added the additional spices, we're going to go ahead and pour some of that onto our kebabs. And then we're going to just let them go for a couple minutes. I am not a chef, so I don't know if that's like the thing to do, if you're not supposed to do that. I'm not sure, but that's what I'm doing today because it is meals in minutes. So, I'm going to turn the shrimp over a bit because as you can see, they're already starting to cook. Once you start seeing that pink color, that means they're almost getting to a point where they're cooking. Like I said, you definitely don't want them raw because that will make you sick and you'll die. But you also don't want them to be gummy, so that means they're overcooked. Or if they're falling apart mushy, that means you've done too much. It smells good. It smells good to you? It smells good. It smells good so far, so we're on the right track. So we're just going to give it a turn a little bit more. And like I said, you know, if it falls apart, it's fine. I mean, just pick it up and eat it, you know. So it's good. And then we'll come back and then we'll show you the final product.